Music, are you tired of staring at a daunting to-do list that never seems to get any shorter? Do you find yourself putting off important tasks until the last possible moment? Well, I've got a solution for you that will not only reduce your anxiety, but also maximize your efficiency. It's time to start using batch buckets. Now, you may be wondering, what exactly is a batch bucket? A batch bucket is a designated place where you can put your action items until you're in the right mode or context to tackle them all at once. You see, each one of us experiences different mental modes throughout the day. In the morning, you may be in a focused mode, ready to tackle the hard items on your to-do list. But after lunch, your brain may be foggy, and you can only handle mindless tasks like responding to emails. By utilizing batch buckets, you can match your energy and focus levels to the appropriate tasks, resulting in increased productivity. But it's not just about mental modes. We also have different contexts throughout the day. For example, it's pointless to remind yourself to buy milk at the grocery store while you're in a meeting. Context-specific tasks like buying groceries are only relevant when you're actually at the store. By deferring those actions until the optimal context, you eliminate unnecessary reminders and focus on what's important in the present moment. Now, let me give you an example of 5 batch buckets you can implement in your own life. First, we have the mindless work bucket. This is where you'll put tasks like answering basic emails, cleaning your desk, or paying bills. Save this bucket for times when your energy is low and distractions are high, like after lunch. By dedicating a specific time to mindless work, you free up mental space and avoid wasting your precious focused energy on mundane tasks. Next up is the deep work bucket. This is reserved for tasks that require intense focus and critical thinking, like writing, designing, studying, or problem solving. Empty this bucket in the morning when your energy levels are at their peak and distractions are minimal. By reserving your most valuable mental resources for deep work, you'll accomplish more in less time. Now, let's talk about the calls bucket. How many times have you put off making phone calls because you just don't feel like it? Well, now you can save those calls for your commute time or any other time when you're in a talkative and social mode. By batching your phone calls, you can make several in a row and use your time efficiently. The groceries and errands bucket is next. Instead of running out to the store every time you need to buy one item, save those errands for when you have multiple items on your list or when you're already going in that direction. This way, you'll minimize the amount of time and energy spent on running errands and maximize your productivity. Last but not least, we have the browsing bucket. We all have those moments when we want to watch a funny video or read an interesting article online. Instead of getting distracted in the middle of your workday, put those items in your browsing bucket and save them for your leisure time in the evening. That way, you can enjoy your guilty pleasures guilt-free, knowing that you've already accomplished your important tasks for the day. By utilizing these batch buckets, you'll not only reduce the anxiety that comes with a daunting to-do list, but you'll also maximize your efficiency by doing similar tasks at the same time. And remember, you don't need more than 5 batch buckets. Keeping it simple will help you stay organized and focused. So the next time you encounter an action item, ask yourself, what bucket can I put this in and get to later? By deferring tasks until the optimal time and context, you'll feel lighter and more in control of your to-do list. Give it a try and watch your productivity soar. If you want a one-page PDF worksheet of this principle, just click the link below, and I'll email it to you. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and hit the notification bell. By doing so, you'll achieve the goal of becoming a more productive and successful version of yourself. Now I want to hear from you. What batch buckets will you set up in your life? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, the actions you take as a result of watching this video are what will make the real difference in your life. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a productive week ahead. And if you found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value received. You can find the link in the description. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I have something really interesting to share with you. I recently came across a book called 50 Things Every Young Gentleman Should Know by John Bridges and Brian Curtis, and let me tell you, it's full of valuable tips and advice on manners and etiquette. Now, before you think this video is just for men, ladies, you can benefit from these tips too. So, let's dive right into it. The first tip I want to talk about is the power of saying please. It may seem simple, but it's something that many people take for granted. A young gentleman always uses the word please when asking for something, whether it's a favor, advice, or even an item. Not only is it polite, but it also prevents you from sounding rude or sarcastic. Another tip is the art of accepting compliments graciously. When someone compliments you, the best way to respond is with a simple thank you. Don't downplay the compliment or brush it off. Just look the person in the eyes and sincerely thank them for their kind words. Now, here's something we don't see often in today's electronic world: the handwritten letter. It may seem old-fashioned, but trust me, it's a gesture that leaves a lasting impression. Take the time to write someone a heartfelt letter or note, expressing your appreciation or gratitude. It means so much more than a quick email or text. Moving on to etiquette, a young gentleman knows when to excuse himself from a room. And yes, that includes stepping out if you need to pass gas. It's all about being considerate and respectful of others. And when you're excusing yourself from a crowd, try alternating between excuse me and pardon me to avoid repetitive words. Addressing people with respect is another important aspect of being a gentleman. Learn the cultural and regional ways of addressing different individuals. Titles like ma'am, sir, and madam can go a long way in showing respect, especially if the person is not used to it. When introducing people, a young gentleman always introduces the younger person to the older person. And don't just stop at a plain introduction. Add something interesting or memorable to make the introduction exciting. It leaves a lasting impression. Shaking hands is also an important aspect of etiquette. Always allow the older person or a lady to extend their hand first. And when you're sitting, stand up to shake someone's hand. It's a sign of respect. And never comment on someone's handshake unless they mention it first. When receiving a gift, a gentleman graciously thanks the giver, regardless of whether they like the gift or not. It's about appreciating the thought and effort put into it. Never compare gifts, as it can hurt feelings and create bitterness. In games and competitions, a gentleman never flaunts their victory or throws a fit when they lose. They always show good sportsmanship and thank the opposing side at the end. It's about enjoying the game and respecting the players. Now, let's talk about personal appearance. A gentleman takes pride in his appearance. Keep your nails trimmed and your hair cut fashionably. Learn how to iron dress clothes and tie a tie. Dressing well shows that you care about yourself and the impression you make on others. Complimenting the opposite gender, even if you're in a relationship, is something a gentleman does. If someone is doing a great job or looks nice, why not acknowledge it? It's about recognizing and appreciating the effort put into something. And finally, let's discuss movie theater etiquette. A gentleman always thinks of others and makes sure to avoid drinking lots of liquids or eating spicy foods before a movie to prevent constant bathroom breaks. If you're sick, consider postponing the movie or sitting near the exit to minimize disruption. And always arrive early and turn off your phone to show respect for others' movie watching experience. Now, these were just a few of the tips from the book, but implementing them can set you on the right path to becoming a great gentleman. If you found value in this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now, here's a question for you. Which of these tips are you going to implement in your life? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you really found this video valuable, consider giving a tip proportional to the value you receive. The link can be found in the description. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my upcoming video on No More Mr. Nice Guy and other great content on my channel. Stay classy, gentlemen.